Hey guys, it's Modesty. Welcome to my channel. So, it is now officially the end of August. Technically it's the 31st. Usually I put these up on the 1st. Whatevs. Let's just jump into it. I have a ton of makeup favorites, one skincare thing, and that is it. I'll get the one skincare thing out of the way. Trying out a new face wash. This is the Healthy Skin Boosters Facial Cleanser with white tea and vitamin E by Neutrogena. Neutrogena is very known for drying your skin because it's really good for acne and stuff, which is supposed to, you know, just suck the life out of those zits and everything. But anyways, so yeah, this actually, it really doesn't over dry your skin. Like when I wash my face, it feels really moisturized afterwards. I still do use a moisturizer, but I really like how my skin feels after I use this, and it doesn't irritate the eyes or removes my makeup and everything. It smells good. It's not expensive, and also what I really like about this, if you guys didn't see a couple videos ago or a few videos ago, I do have like pregnancy marks, like little just red dots. They're not acne or anything like that. It's just marks on my skin, and I feel like my skin tone has really evened out since I've been using this, and they're still there. Some of them are, but they're not as prominent and there's not as many of them. Those little marks are slowly diminishing, and yeah, so I've been loving this just for that reason. Now on to the makeup. I will get some brushes out of the way, which is really weird because it's not that often that I'm like, oh, I have a favorite makeup brush, but I do. Well, I have three that I've really been loving. These two I've had for a long time. I got them when I got my first Sigma kit and everything. This is the duo fiber, the F50, and then this one is the F30, the large powder brush. I have been loving this all month, and mainly because I've been enjoying bronzing instead of contouring. I did contour today, but that's because I did more of like a fall eye look, and bronzing for me is more like a summer thing. So I didn't think it really went well with this eye look to do just bronzing. So that's why I did the contour. But I've been bronzing every day, and I've been using this little baby for it. And this thing just works really well, you know. I press on the bronzer, and I just go around the perimeter of my face and everything. And it covers a very large area, and it buffs everything out very nicely. It makes everything look seamless. So I've been loving this brush all month for the reason of bronzing. And then this one I've been really loving for highlight. I did get quite a few new highlighters. I've been like highlight obsessed. I kind of decided that I liked applying highlighters with the duo fiber brush. When I do bronze, I like to dust the highlight all over my cheek area. So the point of duo fiber is because then it makes it not as pigmented, but it still gives a flawless finish when you use it. So you can still see the highlight, but it's more diffused out and not as like bing highlight. It just, I don't know, I like how it looks when I apply a highlight with the duo fiber brush. If I want it just on top of the cheekbones, I will squish this and I will just slide it like this, but then when I want it dusted all over my cheeks, I'll use it how it is. I will swirl it in the highlight, and I will just dust it wherever I want a highlight. I did apply my highlight today with it, and you can see it's not too much, so I really do enjoy this brush for highlight. The last brush I got in my Ipsy Glam bag, not this month, but the month before, and this is the Glamierre. It doesn't have like a number or a name, that's just the brand. So it's a Glamierre brush. It looks like a stippling brush, a very tiny stippling brush. I've been really loving this for concealer. For concealer, I used to, you know, just use my fingers, swipe it on there, pat it out, take a beauty blender and do that. But it would really cake on the concealer. But when I use this, I put the concealer in the back of my hands, I press the brush in, and then I just sweep it down, and it gives just enough concealer but not too much concealer, and honestly it just gives the most flawless finish. I absolutely love this brush. I apply my concealer with this and blend it out just a little bit. You know, I pat it out and do a little bit of circular motions, but not too much. And then I just take my beauty sponge and I just pat the rest of it out. So I have been loving this brush for concealer. I never thought of using, you know, this kind of brush for concealer, but it is my new baby, so thank you, Ipsy. We will move on to a couple things that I've had for a while, but I wasn't too fond of when I first got them. This is the Big Fatty Mascara by Urban Decay. I actually bought this a while ago. I know that sounds totally gross, but I've had this for like 2 years, but it was never really opened. I tried it once and I never kept opening it, so it didn't dry out or anything like that. But I don't know, like I don't know what it was. I really didn't like it when I used it. It was too wet. It was just too big because the wand is actually really big. It wasn't flexible or anything like that, but I think this is one of those mascaras that you hate it at first, but then when it starts to dry out a little bit, then you really like it. I used it today and I actually only used one mascara. What? I always use 2 mascaras. So the fact that I can use one and get everything that I want with it, I'm all about that. Usually when I have a mascara, I love it when I first get it, and then as it dries out, I really don't like it anymore because it just gets like really clumpy and everything. But this, I think when you first get it, it's just so wet that it just weighs your lashes down and it gets everywhere and it's hard to use. But as it dries up, you have more control over it. So I really do love this mascara now. For an eyeliner, this is the Maybelline New York Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black. I bought this because I really want to try out gel eyeliner, but I couldn't get my gel eyeliner right. I was like, what is wrong? I'm using a tiny angled brush and everything. I just couldn't figure it out. But, so I just gave up and I was like, you know, I don't like it. It's whatever. I'll just stick with liquid liner. But I decided to give it a go. By the way, this is really black and the price is right. I decided to give it another go, and every night for about 5 minutes, I would practice my gel liner. Practice, 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 and now, like, I'm gel eyeliner obsessed. So I've been doing gel liner all month. I think there was one day I used liquid, and that was only because my gel eyeliner brush was dirty. So yeah, I've been loving using gel liner, and it makes my makeup look just cleaner, you know? With liquid liner, it can look a little bit clumpy sometimes because you're building liquid on top of liquid. I don't know, there's just something about gel liner that just makes every eye look just look better to me. And yeah, so I'm glad I know how to do it now. So yeah, I've been using this guy all month. I do have a bronzer, a favorite bronzer. I got this in my Ipsy glam bag. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof Bronzer. This is a deluxe size, but there's a good amount in here. Like, I've been using this every single day since I got it, and I haven't hit pan or anything like that. So they give you a really good amount. I do want to go get the full size when I run out, but I'm not going to get it until I run out. I really like this bronzer. It's really buttery, and it's like the perfect mid-tone. Like, it has enough brown and enough orange. It just has enough of like every color. There it is right there. And it has enough of every color that it's not too overpoweringly orange, and it's not too gray that it's like a contour. But the color, there it is, and as you can see, it has like the slightest sheen to it, which is really great for the summer. Last favorites, I was talking about my Lorac Pro Contour Palette, which I used today. But yeah, I really loved that, and I had mentioned that I was contemplating doing a video going between the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, the Lorac Pro Contour Palette, and then the Anastasia one, which you guys know I like the Lorac one better than the Anastasia one. So I did decide to pick up the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, so I've been using this one all month. So it is one of my favorites. I don't know if I like it better than the Lorac one. I would say this one is just a hair more buttery, if that makes sense, in a good way. But yeah, so I think I like them almost equally. I still need to play around with them back to back. I might do like one side of my face Kat Von D and one side of my face Lorac, just to see, you know, how I feel about it. But yeah, so I've been using this all month and I've absolutely been loving it. I really like this middle shade, of course. Everyone likes this middle shade. I haven't touched these 2 shades, but these 4 I've gotten some really good use out of. They're really good for contouring, and then these ones, I mix both of these to set my under eye just like I do with the Lorac one. So I've been loving this one all month. Nothing super special to say about it. It's not like, oh my god, the most amazing thing ever, because I do like my Lorac one, but I have been loving this guy all month. On to the really good stuff. I have highlighters and I have eyeshadows. I don't know which one I want to do first because I've been highlighter and single eyeshadow. You guys know I'm all about palettes, and I'm like, oh, this palette and that palette and this palette and that palette. But I've really been into single eyeshadows, which is really strange. It's very new to me. Very expensive too, because single eyeshadows can be pretty pricey. Anyways, so what do I want to start with? So I guess I'll just start with highlighters because I have been highlight obsessed. I mean, I've, you know, gotten 4 or 5 new highlights. 4 of them I have as my favorites. 5 new highlights in the past like month and a half. well, okay, since my birthday. So a month and 3/4. But anyway, so I've been highlight obsessed. So first we'll start with the one that you guys already know. I did talk about this, my favorites last month. This is the MAC Lightscapade Mineralized Skin Finish. I love this one. I'm using it today. Oh, love this highlight so much. I'm not going to say too much of it because I did talk about it in my previous favorites, which I will link down below if you're curious. And then I have two Becca highlighters. This is a Becca Opal. I really want to get Opal instead of Moonstone. One, because I do have the Moonstone liquid highlighter that I've been using for a few months. And two, because I want to have a variety of highlight shades. Like, I don't want to just have just like a champagne color, like a white champagne color, because that's really typical for me. I'll get like into a comfort zone and I'll just like purchase multiples of like the same thing but different brands, if that makes any sense. So I want to have a good variety of different highlight shades for different days. Like, I want to have a bronzy one and a champagne, you know, just champagne one, a white one, you know, just different highlights. So that's why I went with Opal. What I really like about these highlighters, when you're looking at the skin, is not just like, oh, you see a highlight sitting on their face. No, they really make you just kind of glow from within, which is, I know, is the most common saying. But yeah, so you can't just see like, oh, there's a swatch. You just, when I do this, you just see one area that is a little bit more shiny. And I really have been enjoying highlighters for, well, the Becca highlighters for that reason. So I've really been liking Opal just for like an everyday kind of highlight. This is a, it's toned down enough that it won't make you look like a disco ball, but it's amped up enough that you're like, oh, that's a really gorgeous highlight. So I've been really loving this one. It's like a shiny skin tone. There we go. That's the way to describe it. It's a shiny skin tone, and so I've been really loving this one. And then the other one, can you guys guess? I think you guys can guess. I don't even need to say it. Do I even need to say it? I'm just gonna show it to you. Ah, okay. So you guys know what highlight this is, but this is Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca Cosmetics. They did team up together to make this highlight, and just, you can look, you can just see it reflect. Look at it reflect, look at that. Anyways, so this is the highlight. If you guys see me wear a highlight like most recently in like Instagram pictures or whatever, then that's what it is. I have had this one the shortest amount of time because there was a little bit of an issue with the mail, but yeah, I knew I would love this one, so I felt the need to put it in my favorites. But I actually was not gonna go ahead and get this one. I wasn't gonna get it. I decided I wasn't gonna get it because I looked at the pictures and I was like, that's gonna be way too dark for my skin. I'm very fair-skinned-ish. I'm very light-skinned, and it would just look like a big old stripe of, you know, you could tell there's something sitting there. And yeah, so I wasn't gonna get it, but then I saw Jaclyn Hill's video where she was talking about how she was thinking about her sister, who's very fair-skinned, when creating this highlight. And then I seen swatches of this highlight on so many different skin tones. I was like, oh my gosh, this highlight will work for me. I can totally do this. So I ended up being able to get the highlight thanks to YouTube Beauty Life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, that is really amazing, and I'm super excited about it. And I think I might get a backup. Anyways, so yeah, I've been loving this highlight, and ever since I got it, except for today, I've been wearing it. And I have one more highlight, I swear, only one more. I'm not gonna go upstairs and grab the other ones, but this is NARS Albatross. I got NARS Albatross because I have a yellowy, peachy undertone to my skin, and what I really like about this highlight is it's like yellow diamond base, basically. So it looks white on camera, I know, but what it is, it's a very light golden. It's really good if you have a yellow undertone or a peach undertone skin tone. I was right in getting this highlight because it looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. Let's see if you can look at it. So there it is right there. It's very yellow based. Oh, I love this highlight so much. Love, 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 love. I can't say enough things about this. So yeah, NARS Albatross. And for eyeshadows, like I said, I've been into single eyeshadows. Let's start out with this. So I've been slowly building this up. I do have the original 4 that I've had for a while. But then I did pick up a few more. You guys have seen me do tons of looks on Instagram with all of these. I've really been obsessing over MAC shadows. I've also been obsessing over this little palette thing because I didn't want to build up my MAC collection because I was like, $16 an eyeshadow, come on. But then I was like, wait, if I get the palette, which is like 10 bucks for the insert and the thing total, then each shadow is only like $10. So when you buy 2 eyeshadows, it's like paid for itself already. So yeah, I went ahead and did that, and like $10 or $20 here and there is a lot less scary sounding than, oh my gosh, $16 for one eyeshadow. So yeah, I've been building a lot of these up. A couple of my favorites are Nylon for a brow highlight. I love Saddle. I love Saddle. And then also Coppering, which I did just do a look with, which I will link down below. Another MAC shadow. I don't have the palette for this one because this one is a prolonged wear eyeshadow, so it's bigger. But this is MAC Uninterrupted. I'm sure you guys have seen swatches of this all over YouTube. It's like a camel color. Ugh, love this shadow. I have been trying to find a way to put it in like every single look that I'm doing. I honestly need to take a break from it because I don't want to get bored of it. I love this eyeshadow though. It's like the greatest eyeshadow ever, and it just, I don't know, there's something about this eyeshadow that I can't put my finger on it, but I'm just so in love with this eyeshadow. So yeah, this is MAC Uninterrupted. Alright, and one final eyeshadow. This one is from Bobbi Brown, and this one is in the color Toast. I strictly got this color because I did watch one of Jaclyn Hill's videos. It was one of her get ready with me's or chit chat something, and she used it and I was like, that is a really beautiful blending shade, oh my god. And so I know it's a little pricey and I probably have colors similar to it, but I just had to go get it. And these Bobbi Brown shadows are so nice, like they just blend out seamlessly, and they're not chunky, they're very buttery, very smooth. This is a very orangey mid-tone brown. It's very good for if you're fair skinned for a crease color. Ugh. Love it. So yeah, just been loving that eyeshadow. And we made it through it all. Whew. I know I was rushing through the last part of the eyeshadows and everything, but that's because my camera is dying and I hate having to wait for things to charge because my daughter's sleeping and everything. And so I have like a go, you gotta get the video done now, go! So I don't have time to wait for it to charge. Anyways, so yeah, I'm sorry I rushed through those, but I mean, it's just a bunch of eyeshadows. Anyways, and you guys will be seeing a ton of these in looks coming up. I know I seem like super energetic in this video, but yeah, is that a good thing, bad thing? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah. Okay, so don't forget that now that August is coming up, I will be coming out with some fall videos. I will have some fall makeup looks coming. If you have any requests, don't forget to place them down below. Let me know if there's any back to school videos that you would like to see. And I think that's all I want to say. So yeah, other than that, that is me for this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big ol' thumbs up and comment down below. Also hit subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.